Well, welcome from Milburn. I'm on the edge of North Pennines on this rather pretty green here. I'm going to be climbing Cross Fell, which is the tallest mountain outside of Lake District in England, almost 900 meters, so should be fantastic views. So I'm going to do a 22-mile or so loop, obviously first through Cross Fell, a couple of other mountains there, open moorland, and towards the end I'm going to take in Dufton Pike, which I actually wanted to do last time I was in this area when I was doing the Hike Up Nick loop, but I just didn't get there that day because of the time. I climbed up first to the disused Silverband Mine, to then traverse the truly challenging 2 off-grid miles to Cross Fell, including some scrambles crossing 2 streams and passing waterfalls via the wild middle tongue, while admiring the near constant panorama of the Lake District in the west. After a break at Cross Fell, I climbed Little Dunfell and Great Dunfell, to then do another off-grid to Hard Hill. I returned along Trout Beck to near Great Dunfell, connecting to the Pennine Way, and soon climbed Knock Fell. From here, I descended back to the valley with phenomenal panorama of the Lake District on the horizon again. The final climb of the day was to Dufton Pike. Very steep, but the reward was one of the most extraordinary 360-degree views of what felt like half of England, of Yorkshire Dales, Lake District Mountains, Dufton Fell, Milburn Forest, and towards Scotland. Fulfilled to the brim, I made my last couple of miles along easy paths and roads back to Milburn. Well, the views are certainly starting straight out of the village. Look at these views from this beautiful green track. Beautiful view of this woodland ahead of me, and the ridges and the hills ahead of me and the mountains. The transmitters up there, I believe that's where Great Dunfell is, which I will also go over today, and it's not too far from Cross Fell. Still walking through pastures. To the right of me there is Burnley Hill in the distance, rather pretty, green. But now I'm beginning my first more serious ascent. So about 1.5 miles to a disused mine called Silverband Mine, and from there I'm going to take my first off-grid stretch today, actually across the crags to Cross Fell. So I'm really excited about it. Today is absolutely amazing. Brilliant sunshine. Well, it wasn't easy. very steep from down there to up here. But of course, a hard effort makes nature and experience of this sacred of what I would call communing with nature this much better and more meaningful. Well, I made it to the sort of first top. Over there is Iron How, not the one on top, the one sort of at this level, and that little hill is at 613. Very odd sight, this old mining mound with this piece of iron sticking out of there on this meadow in grassy area with these flowers swaying around it. Really quite bizarre. At this point I'm going to take an off-grid basically across there along the crags, and then swing back and then come back on the actual path back here. So that's the plan. I do not expect that this is going to be in any way easy, the off-grid. Let's go. Superbly dramatic. Look at this. Down and up. Down and then up, I suppose. You can see from here to the lakes, although they are sort of shrouded in mystery a little bit, it's very hazy in there. Still gorgeous panorama across the plains to the lakes. This is so beautiful and pristine and serene here that I don't really want to talk too loud. Middle tank Beck with the waterfalls here, and the Beck winds its way down here towards the valley. Absolutely gorgeous. That sense of solitude that I cherish so much. Truly spellbinding. Beautiful. So, as I said, down, up, and then I'm guessing just over there it's gonna be quite a climb. Well, I won't get down here. That's for sure. Need to find a less steep slope to the stream. I expect just down there. Well, welcome to Stone Age. This is Blia Crag at about 600 meters. So I am now on my rather difficult 2-mile off-grid stretch across the more or less in the straight line, but obviously I need to walk around a lot of these stones to find a good path. But obviously, as you can imagine, absolute total silence, peace and tranquility everywhere. I might be the first person in ages and ages to go through here. Well, here is another unbelievable river or stream bed, Trout Beck, another beck, with these slopes dramatically dropping down to it, and then I can just turn around. You can't see all of the beck here, but I think you can appreciate the gorgeousness of this. Amazing. So I'm at the back, as you've just seen. This area is called Green Pot, and now back up again. Rather steep. Well, when I was leaving the path, I said that I not expect it to be easy, and well, it isn't. And this is exactly the way I like it. It's been steadily uphill, so I am a little bit wasted. I certainly feel it in my muscles, in particularly one leg, but not to worry, everything's still working. We're not at the summit yet, but I'm on this crag, climbed up from here, and it seems to be there's a great view from here. Look. Beautiful. Superb panorama. So, now, just up here in this general direction, and I'll be on my summit. Wow, there it is. Summit looks like there's a nice shelter from the wind in here, so I'll take a proper break in here. So there we go, Crossfell at 893 meters. It wasn't easy to get here, I have to say. Although, because it's flat up here, I think from the top of the crag, the view was actually much better. But nonetheless, this is a fantastic place to be. So now proper foot break. At 893 meters, this summit, as I said before, is the tallest mountain in England, outside of those in the Lake District National Park. As I'm leaving the summit. It's worth mentioning that I have been here before when I was walking the Pennine Way. It was at least over 5 years ago, and unfortunately at on that day I didn't see anything at all. It was completely fogged up here. Literally I could barely see my hand. So it's nice to be here now and see these fantastic views. Right, so downhill first, and then that first green hill that you can see is Little Dunfell, and right behind it is Great Dunfell, so that's where I'm going next. This is Little Dunfell. It's 842 meters. You can see rather obviously Great Dunfell ahead. That's just a little over half a mile, so rather close, and we got this other wonderful view. So where those buildings are is Great Dunfell, 847 meters. So, but obviously I can't get out there because it's behind the fence and there's buildings there. So anyway, now I'm turning sort of this direction, going down across this grass and then moorlands towards Hartfell, but it's much lower down. Interesting little, very tiny pond, and you can see Great Dunfell from here. That's where I dropped down from, and I'm at Hartfell now. There's a trig point here, completely in the middle of nowhere. But I made it here, so let's have a look at the view. This area, Northern Survey map is called Milburn Forest. But sure, what makes it forest is you see the trees around here. Anyway, that's what it's called. And it's also called Morehouse Upper Teesdale Nature Reserve. This is also a nature reserve. All of this area is open access, which is why I can walk around here. So anyway, now down here, and I'm making a bit of a change in my plans. The morning walk up to Crossfell really took a long time, and so I lost some time in the day. So I'm going to do not so much a shortcut, but just connect to some actual path so I can walk a little bit faster. So drop down there, and then I'm going to walk over then a little bit west, connect to Knockfell, which I believe is on the Pennine Way. Still doing Dufton Pike. I'm absolutely committed to climbing up there, but I should be able to get to Dufton Pike faster if I'm walking on well, basically more comfortable paths and tracks and stuff like that. Anyway, so on I go. I made it to my path, which runs alongside Trout Beck towards the Pennine Way. So it will be a comfortable stroll along the stream. Stop here for a bit, just to take in the soothing sound of water. Just rest for a bit and then keep walking. peaceful here. Yeah, more peaceful on the fells because it's very, very windy up on the fells. And here the wind has died down, so there's a real sense of peace and tranquility and solitude here. The only thing that spoils the atmosphere and the sense of remoteness here is, of course, those transmitters up on Great Dun Fell, which can be seen from just about anywhere here. I'm sure the transmitters are very useful, but of course useful is not the same at all as beautiful. So yes, not the best view having this all the time on the horizon. Everything else is gorgeous though. Okay, so I am on Pennine Way and it looks like it will be a little bit on the road. Next will be Knock Fell. There's a really incredible silence here, almost perfect silence, and there's also these views, and then the combination of the silence and this incredible panorama from here to the west. Something particularly striking about these white beauties swaying in the wind in this particular landscape. It looks so gentle, and a lot of this landscape is actually quite rough and unpermitting. A contrast really somehow gets to me. Well, this is Dufton Pike. It's actually only at 481 meters, but it is going to be a bit of a climb because I'm actually now much lower down in the valley. That will be the last hill today to climb. Just down this track, then to the left, and I'll go up and then go back down. Okay, I had my food here at this spot. Let's climb Dufton Pike. The path to that starts here. The steep slopes of this, you know, not that tall a hill are one thing, but the other thing is this how incredibly green these slopes are. It's really quite striking. This is another one of those hills out here that rise really quickly. Dufton Pike. Incredibly steep ascent from down there. But anyway, the views are just unbelievable in every direction. This must be one of the best places for a view of just like miles and miles. If on your trip to the north you've gone to the lakes but you've missed this area, well, don't miss it. It's amazing. And if you are in search of solitude like me, well, then you're certainly much easier going to find it here rather than in the lakes. In the lakes there's huge amounts of tourists. But here today, the entire day I saw 2 people over those, I don't know, 10 hours. So if you seek peace and solitude in the company of nature, then really North Pennines are amazing for it. Right, so I'm in the forest now, as you can see. I'm now dropping down to the village of Knock, and from there it will be a little bit on the road, but basically probably about 2 miles or so to Milburn, back to where I started today. Dufton Pike certainly presents itself as a rather impressive hill from afar. Very impressive. Well, I'm just a little over 1 mile from Milburn. As you can see, I'm walking on pastures, nice and flat, so almost done for today. So now it's just I'm walking actually quite slowly, just relaxing my feet. Yeah, beautiful day right until the end, and beautiful views right until the end. Well, the buildings that you see ahead of us are Milburn, the village where it started. So I'm essentially here. So I'm going to say goodbye here, next to this little stream. Totally magical hike today. I think the highlights must be walking from the disused mine to Cross Fell, actually, up and down past these waterfalls and these streams. That was just incredible. And really, the views from Dufton Park, like, I mean, that panorama was just unbelievable. So yeah, as you can imagine, I'm very satisfied. And yeah, that's it for today.